Hello everyone and welcome back to Jack's Labs. Today we are going to be redoing the Bouncy Egg Lab with some different procedures, so let's go over these differences in the procedure. This time around we're going to be putting the eggs in the jars for 4 days instead of 3. We're going to have no lids on the jars so the gas is able to escape, and then we're going to decrease the drop height from 12 to 5 inches. Now that we've covered the differences in the procedure, let's go over the procedures again just to refresh our memory. Let's get started with collecting our materials. The materials you'll need are 5 jars white vinegar, 5 raw eggs, a ruler, a measuring cup, a plastic container, water source, a camera, a marker and sticky notes, and then a fork. The independent variable of this experiment is the amount of white vinegar the egg is placed in. The dependent variable is the egg bounce height, and the control is the jar filled with water. Once we have all those materials, let's start the lab. First, we're going to have each jar and we're going to place an egg inside of each. Make sure to be careful while placing it. Then you're going to find a mark on each jar that you're going to fill the liquid to. The eggs will displace the liquid, so make sure you're adding the same amount for each jar. The first jar we're going to do is the 100% water solution. So you're going to fill the entire container with water to that mark that we had before. Make sure to label the container by using a sticky note, like I did, that says the amount of solution that is in there. You're going to repeat these steps, but for 100% vinegar, 75 vinegar, 25% water, 50% vinegar, 50% water, and 25% vinegar, 75% water. We're going to wait 4 days or 96 hours for the solution to have an effect on the egg. So once this has happened, we're going to take each jar and we're going to remove the water. I used a fork, and that was able to hold the egg in the jar and able to have all the liquid get out of the jar, so we were just left with an egg. So now once we have all the eggs without any liquid surrounding them, it's time to start dropping. Use a ruler to measure the bounce height. You're going to record each of your drops and make sure to drop it from this time 5 inches. So we're going to drop each of the 5 eggs. If one of your eggs has an error, that's okay. I had an error on one of my eggs. It's just what happens when you experiment. That's the process with experimenting, is that sometimes you're going to have errors, even with refined procedures. So you're going to drop each of the eggs from the 5-inch mark, and you're going to go back with the recorded footage and measure how high the bounce height of the egg is. Once you do that, you have a finished experiment. You know which of the solutions creates the bounciest egg. That's it for this experiment. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next lab.